Have you ever felt responsible for other people's emotions? Do you struggle to say no? Do you feel guilty when you put your own needs first? And do you sometimes wonder why relationships, boundaries, and self-worth feel so much harder than they seem to for everyone else? If so, the answer may have less to do with who you are and more to do with how you grew up. One of the most powerful books on this subject is Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents by Lindsay Gibson. Its central message is simple. Many adults spend their entire lives trying to solve problems that were created in childhood. Not because they had abusive parents. Not because they experienced obvious trauma. But because they grew up with parents who were emotionally unavailable, emotionally immature, or unable to meet their deeper emotional needs. Imagine a child who is upset after a difficult day. They go to a parent looking for comfort. But instead of receiving empathy, they hear, "You're overreacting. Stop being so sensitive. It's not a big deal." The parent may not be cruel. They may genuinely love their child. But emotionally, they cannot fully connect. Over time, the child learned something dangerous. My feelings are a problem. My needs are too much. I should handle everything alone. Years later, that child becomes an adult. An adult who struggles to ask for help. An adult who feels guilty for having needs. An adult who becomes everyone's emotional caretaker. One of the most common patterns described in the book is people-pleasing. Many children of emotionally immature parents learn that love feels conditional. They learn that approval must be earned. They become experts at reading moods, avoiding conflict, keeping everyone happy. They become so focused on other people's emotions that they lose touch with their own. The tragedy is that this often looks like kindness. People admire them, depend on them, trust them. Yet internally they feel exhausted, because they are constantly managing the emotional needs of everyone around them. Another pattern is emotional loneliness. This is one of the most misunderstood forms of pain. You can have a family, friends, a relationship, and still feel deeply alone. Because emotional loneliness is not the absence of people. It is the absence of emotional connection. Many adults carry this feeling without understanding where it comes from. They assume something is wrong with them. But often they simply never experience the feeling of being fully seen and understood. The book explains that emotionally immature parents tend to see relationships through their own needs. When they are stressed, overwhelmed, or uncomfortable, they often expect others to adapt. Children quickly learn this. They learn to become flexible, helpful, invisible. They stop asking, "What do I need?" and start asking, "What will keep everyone else happy?" As adults, this creates serious problems. Boundaries feel selfish. Conflict feels dangerous. Self-care feels wrong. And saying no feels almost impossible. One of the most painful realizations is that many people continue searching for the emotional validation they never received as children. Sometimes they seek it from partners. Sometimes from bosses. Sometimes from friends. Sometimes from strangers. The hope is always the same. Maybe this person will finally make me feel worthy. Maybe this person will finally give me the love I was missing. But the book argues that healing begins when we stop looking for childhood needs to be met by other people. Instead, we begin learning how to meet those needs ourselves. This does not mean becoming independent from everyone. It means developing a healthier relationship with ourselves. Learning to trust our emotions, respect our boundaries, and value our needs. Perhaps the most empowering idea in the entire book is that awareness changes everything. The moment you recognize a pattern, it begins to lose its power. You stop blaming yourself. You stop wondering why life feels harder than it should. And you begin seeing the invisible lessons that shaped you. This creates compassion. Not only for yourself, but often for your parents as well. Because emotionally immature parents are usually carrying their own unresolved wounds. Understanding this doesn't excuse harmful behavior, but it helps explain it. An explanation is often the first step toward freedom. The goal is not to spend your life blaming your parents. The goal is to stop repeating the patterns that hurt you. To build healthier relationships. To create stronger boundaries. And to give yourself the emotional support you may never have received. Because the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. And the moment you stop abandoning your own needs is the moment true healing begins. Until next time.